Hi, you are watching Slester Gamer YouTube channel. I have created this channel for providing best games for the specification which your PC have. So in this video there is the list of 5 best open world game for low-end PC. Before I start the video, please hit the like button as it takes lots of effort to find you the best game. So hit the like button. So at number 5 I have Prototype. Prototype, stylized as Prototype, is an open-world action-adventure video game developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Activision. Set in Manhattan, the game follows a powerful amnesiac shapeshifter named Alex Mercer who must stop an outbreak of blacklight, a plague that mutates individuals into hideous violent monsters. During his quest, Alex tries to uncover his past while also coming into conflict with both the U.S. military and a black operations force called Blackwatch. Parallel to the game's storyline is the ability to play the game as a sandbox-style video game, giving the player freedom to roam Manhattan. Minimum system requirements for this game to run smoothly. You need at least 2 GB of RAM with a dual-core processor and an integrated graphic card. So at number 4 I have Mafia 2. Mafia 2 is a 2010 action-adventure game developed by 2K Czech and published by 2K Games. It was released in August 2010 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. Mafia 2, Director's Cut was released by Feral Interactive in December 2011. The game is a sequel to 2002's Mafia 4, and the second installment in the Mafia series. Set within the fictional Empire Bay, based on New York City, as well as aspects of Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Boston and Detroit. During the 1940s and 1950s, the story follows Sicilian-American mobster and war veteran Vito Scaletta, who becomes involved in a power struggle among the city's mafia crime families while attempting to pay back his father's debts and secure a better lifestyle. The game is played from a third-person perspective and its world is navigated on foot or by vehicle. The player character's criminal activities may incite a response from law enforcement agencies, measured by a wanted system that governs the aggression of their response. The minimum system requirements to run this game smoothly. You need at least 2 GB RAM with Intel Celeron and or better and an integrated graphics. So at number 3 I have Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is an action-adventure video game developed by United Front Games and published by Square Enix. It was originally released for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and Windows. Set in contemporary Hong Kong, the story follows Wei Shen, an undercover Chinese-American police officer on assignment to infiltrate the Sun On Yee Triad organization. Gameplay focuses on Shen's fighting, shooting and parkour abilities, and on gadgets that can be used for combat and exploration. Players must complete missions to unlock content and continue the story, but they may instead freely roam the game's open-world environment and engage in both legal and criminal activities. The latter may incite a police response, the intensity of which is controlled by a heat system. Actions such as fighting, driving and racing grant Shen statistical rewards and earn the player achievements. Sleeping Dogs' difficult and prolonged development began in 2008. The game was announced in 2009 as part of the True Crime series but was cancelled by Activision Blizzard in 2011, as a result of the project's delays and budget issues. 6 months later, Square Enix bought the publishing rights and renamed the game Sleeping Dogs, without the True Crime license, but considered a spiritual successor. During development, United Front staff visited Hong Kong to conduct field research for the visual environments and sound. Minimum system requirements for this game to run this game smoothly. Your PC should have a dual-core processor with at least 4 GB of RAM with an integrated graphic processor. So at number 2 I have Batman Arkham City. Batman Arkham City is a 2011 action-adventure game developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. Based on the DC Comics superhero Batman, it is the sequel to the 2009 video game Batman Arkham Asylum and the second installment in the Batman Arkham series. Written by veteran Batman writer Paul Dini with Paul Crocker and Sefton Hill, Arkham City was inspired by the long-running comic book mythos. In the game's main storyline, Batman is incarcerated in Arkham City, a super prison enclosing the decaying urban slums of fictional Gotham City. He must uncover the secret behind a sinister scheme orchestrated by the facility's warden, Hugo Strange. The game's leading characters are predominantly voiced by actors from the DC Animated Universe, with Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill reprising their roles as Batman and the Joker, respectively. The game is presented from the third-person perspective with a primary focus on Batman's combat and stealth abilities, detective skills, and gadgets that can be used in both combat and exploration. Batman can freely move around the Arkham City prison, interacting with characters and undertaking missions, and unlocking new areas by progressing through the main story or obtaining new equipment. The player is able to complete side missions away from the main story to unlock additional content and collectible items. Batman's ally Catwoman is another playable character, featuring her own story campaign that runs parallel to the game's main plot. Minimum system requirements to run this game are a dual-core processor with at least 4 GB of
Air Tiger 4. We have confirmation that prisoner 4011 is in the courthouse. I repeat, Catwoman is in the courthouse. Is she in danger?
At first we have the most popular game. That is Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 is a 2008 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It is the largest entry in the Grand Theft Auto series since 2004's Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. Set within the fictional Liberty City, based on New York City, the single-player story follows Eastern European war veteran Niko Bellic and his attempts to escape his past while under pressure from loan sharks and mob bosses. The open-world design lets players freely roam Liberty City, consisting of 3 main islands. The game is played from a third-person perspective and its world is navigated on foot or by vehicle. Throughout the single-player mode, players play as Niko Bellic. An online multiplayer mode is included with the game, allowing up to 32 players to engage in both cooperative and competitive gameplay in a recreation of the single-player setting. 2 expansion packs were later released for the game, The Lost and Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony, which both feature new plots that are interconnected with the main Grand Theft Auto 4 storyline, and follow new protagonists. To run this game smoothly, you need at least 4 GB of RAM with a dual-core processor and integrated graphic card.